Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by Welcome back to Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Wearsome and joined now by our friends from Turning Pointe Autism Foundation. So welcome back to you. Walter Johnson is CEO and President. Always a pleasure. And Mary Howenstein is Development Manager. So good to have you as well. So welcome. Well, Walter, let's start by reminding people the great mission, the work you're doing at Turning Pointe.
Well, Turning Pointe works with students and families who are both highly impacted with autism and those who are higher functioning. We have several initiatives that we have going on, but really the bottom line is we're boots on the ground. Our effort is all about helping families who need services right now.
And there are many, right?
There are many. The ratio, interestingly enough, the ratio of individuals being diagnosed, children being diagnosed with autism has changed within the last 2 years, just since I arrived at Turning Pointe. At that time, 2012, 1 in 88 children were being diagnosed with autism. Today, it's 1 in 50.
Wow.
So the need is amazing.
Incredible.
Yes.
Wow. And Mary, let's talk about the role that Turning Pointe is playing in our community.
I'm the parent of 3 children, and although my children are not impacted by autism, I'm looking ahead and I'm seeing a world where there's going to be a lot of people in our community who are impacted by autism. So what we do at Turning Pointe is we're educating highly impacted junior and senior high school students. We have a career college, which is so dear to my heart because they're a great group of students, and those are our folks with autism who are on the spectrum, who have a wonderful chance of finding full-time employment, living independently. And we in the community in Naperville, we need to be prepared for these impacted individuals to let them have the best possible life they can. And then we have another initiative that Walter can address, which is actually also we have a residential component now.
Mm-hmm.
The residential piece is actually moving forward in earnest. We have a development team that's working with us. Most people may not know that Turning Pointe has 2 campuses. We have the South Campus at Tremor Court, just south of 95th Street, and then we have our North Campus, which is where we have our career college and our therapeutic day school. The South Campus is set up for the purpose of creating a special needs autism community, kind of a subdivision where individuals can live both assisted and unassisted. And we're doing it in such a way where it's less institutional and more residential. So when you drive into Turning Pointe, to the Turning Pointe community, when we're completely built out, it will seem like you're driving into any other small subdivision in Naperville. The only difference is going to be we are working with children and families who are impacted by autism.
That is just fantastic. Just fantastic. Good for you all. Yeah. And to support all that, one of the things you're doing is participating in the First Look for Charity with the auto show. Tell us about that.
It's really exciting. This is Turning Pointe's first year. So the Chicago Auto Show has 18 charities every year who are beneficiaries of their Black Tie Gala, which is the night before the auto show opens, which this year would be February 7th. And I believe we are the only Naperville non-for-profit who's involved, although there are some nearby. And you have to be sponsored, you have to be selected by people who are affiliated with the Chicago Auto Show. So it's a little bit of a challenge to us because we're not huge, but we are selling tickets to it. And we're very excited because it's a gala and it's black tie mandatory. But there's a lot of fun to be had. There's the cars, of course, there's entertainment, there's celebrities, where it will have a pre-reception before it opens. And I have never been, but I guess there's quite a production.
Well, I've been.
Okay, there's a lot of production when they open the door. Is that right?
It is an amazing opportunity to have this high-end night out because it is black tie, and so much so that they have a tuxedo rental place on site, so you can't show up and just assume because you're in a nice suit, that's all it takes. The black tie piece is the preamble to the auto show, and it's the way to see it if you want to go see the auto show without all the crowds. If you want the fine dining, they have world-class chefs come in from all over and provide both meals, and there's wine and champagne and cocktails. And then we have our own reception that we put on for individuals who purchase tickets through Turning Point.
Wow. And so with people attend, they are directly benefiting Turning Point Autism Foundation.
They are. In fact, this is a little unusual for those who are kind of in the philanthropic world, do fundraising, give to causes, go to events. You typically don't get this much of the ticket price as a write-off. And I believe of the $250 ticket price, I think $198 of that you can write off as a charitable contribution. And so it's a great benefit for us and the other charities that are involved, but also it really is a nice way for individuals to receive a nice write-off for their contribution to the cause.
Well, unfortunately, we're out of time, but we want to encourage everyone who has, it's a great way to see the auto show, as you said.
Yes, it is.
First Look for Charity, February 7th, benefiting Turning Point Autism Foundation. Thank you for the incredible work you're doing in our community. We so appreciate it.
Thank you for having us on. We really appreciate that.
And we'll take a very short break. When we come back, more Spotlight. Stay with us. And just stay there, still seeing.